Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Marilyn here. I have been requested to create a double layout and I did it. I have for you today a fun tutorial of a double layout with a fun technique that I'm going to show you, that is the gel medium resistance. So that means that I'm going to work in a white canvas and create this blast of colors on the background with this fun technique that I hope that you enjoy. And let me tell you a little about this double layout because it's very special for me. Last October 2019, I went to Mexico City. I had a workshop there. The store Ideas Con Scrap invite me to Mexico City, and I have 9 photos in this layout of very lovely memories of that day with this group of very lovely people that attend my class. Let me show you, let me see how I'm going to show you the double layout because it's a little big. Let me see here. You can see I'm going to put one aside the other, and I will stay with the principle of the first layout, that is this one. I'm going to show you a little here. You can see the background and the techniques that I'm going to show you. And I create this double layout using the June limited edition kit by My Creative Scrapbook with the simple story. I think it's Simple Vintage District. I will tell you in the, because I'm not sure exactly the name of the collection, but it's so lovely. When I got the papers, I knew that these are the photos perfect for these beautiful papers. So let's get started with the tutorial. I hope that you enjoy. See you soon. Take care. Mwah. This is the beautiful double layout that I create with My Creative Scrapbook June limited edition kit. These are 2 of the photos that I'm going to use, and I already trimmed off all the borders of the flowers. Some of these flowers I cut it from papers, and I used the ephemera packaging from, this is the collection, the Simple Story, Simple Vintage Garden District collection. I just love the colors, and I have this photo waiting for the special paper, and these are. I'm going to show you, look, the chipboard that I'm going to use. It has different colors. I'm going to use this stencil, and these are 2 of the papers that I'm going to use. I'm going to cut from this paper. Originally, I was thinking to use this paper with the checkers, but you know, I'm going to use this cardstock that is 110 pounds. And this tutorial will be more about mixed media. I'm going to show you a technique that I love so much, and that is the gel medium resistant technique. The first things that I'm doing right now is priming the paper. It is very important if you are going to do mixed media, and especially a technique that like the one that I'm going to show you. I just cover all the paper and I'm going to dry. These are the 2 principal photos in this page, so I'm going to make marks around the area that I'm going to add it, just to know exactly how much texture I want in the border. This is the stencil. I'm going to use it in a diagonal form. This is the 3D gloss gel, and now I am using the gloss gel medium to put it through the stencil, and I cover the area around the pencil marks that I made and a little extra. And once I put through the stencil the gel medium, I'm going to let it dry. Here is already dry, and you can see how it looks. It's dry. Now I am going to put the ink over the top. I am applying with a brush. This color is the pink raspberry, and I am inking with the brush over the stencil work. And you can see here, once I apply the ink over the top, the distress oxide ink will resist the stencil, and in that way I am showing the stencil design, and this ink go direct to the paper, and you will see that it will go through the stencil work direct to the paper, and in that way you can highlight all the designs and beautiful and give this beautiful effect on the background. I'm using now Spice Marmalade with the pink raspberry. I am blending both colors to give similar colors to the flowers from the paper, and I'm applying here on the bottom of the photo, and you can see the technique here. Once I put the ink over the stencil, I can show in the stencil design and all the texture. It is a fun technique that you can do, for example, for a card or for a journal. It's not necessary for a layout. You can do it in many projects. And I will continue adding inking and blending the different color here and there. And let me tell you something, that you can do this technique with any gel medium that you have. It doesn't have to be the gloss. You can use it with matte or with any brand that you have. I'm using here the Rivera from Prima Marketing to make this project. Now I'm using here the brush from Tin Hole. This is the new brush that it's apply the Distress Oxide, but I think that is more smooth. It's more smooth than the makeup brush. So for that reason, I am using the third color with this brush and blending everything here. Now I decided to add a touch of green, and I'm using the Lucky Clover Distress Oxide ink to add in some points a touch of green, because I'm going to use some embellishment and part of the paper that has this color. And I continue with the photos. Here I add I am trying to cover all the stencil work with different colors not with different color, with mixing the different colors that I use. I'm using now the Abandoned Coral in the top corner, just to blend a little of this coral color too. And I continue mixing the different colors. You will notice that I'm going soon to remove the photos, and I want to intensify the tone of each color, just to put it very bright. No matter that at the end I will smooth, but I decided at this moment to that they have to look very bright. So that is the reason that I apply coat over coat here, just to highlight these colors, because I'm going now to take a baby wipe, and I am apply this baby wipe very soft to over the stencil work. In that way you can remove any dye ink that is over the surface of the stencil, and in that way you can highlight more. And with the same baby wipe, I am dabbing all the edges here, and I will show you how cool this technique gives to the distress, because it's wet and these inks react with water. And you can see here how it looks. Now I take a bottle with water. I am spray water over all this area. I add enough of the water. I will let it wet a few seconds, and then I am taking a paper towel and I'm going to remove all the excess of water. And it brings this cool effect on the inks, and I'm going to show you soon. I am just continue removing the water, and you can see here how it looks. So cool. I just love it. Now that is dry, as you see, it's time to start to decor my page. And I already dyed a piece of cheesecloth in this yellow color, and I'm going to place it in the center here. And I'm going to start to add my photo. This is when I was teaching in Mexico. Somebody take the photo, and this is Viridiana. She's a lovely, charming girl. She's the owner of the store Ideas con Scrap in Mexico City. She invited me there, and she's so lovely. Very nice girl. And here are the chipboard that I'm going to use. The Love This is my title because I love to teach and to meet all these people in the different countries. And I just love to share all my knowledge in mixed media and in scrapbooking with different people. So the title is perfect for this photo. Now I am playing with the different flowers and different elements of the kit to make my composition. You will notice that I don't want to add too much dimension in these pages because I'm going to put this in an album. So I am trying to, no matter that it has a little dimension, but not with a lot of things as I do my pages. And here is when I already adhere everything. I'm going to show you now. The 3 photos, the butterflies. I try to use elements that reflect my personality. That is the colors, the butterflies, and the flowers, because I love flowers, and the hearts. I love hearts. Now I'm going to add a little of extra textures, and I'm using the gel medium, the same gel medium that I used to make the technique, but this time I'm using the gel medium as adhesive, and I am adhering art stones, a few of art stones in the bottom and in some areas of the page. Now I'm going to add a few of pearls here and there. And I adhered them with the same gel medium. Here is when I decided to add a few of hearts. I'm trying to find elements that, as I told you, that I can connect with these elements. Okay, this is the first page. Now is that I'm going to my second layout, and I already have the photos that I'm going to use. And to make the second one, I try to put the first one because I want to that you start in the first and your eyes move in this direction. So I am planning to add the next 6th photo in this area. I don't want to cover all the page. I want to let white space in my second page. So I am trying to figure out how I'm going to place everything here. And as you see, I'm using some elements, but not too much embellishments in this second page because I want to highlight the photos. Always in a work, the photos is number 1. So I think that it is what I'm going to do. And it's important. I am taking a photo because I need to know where exactly goes the things later. And then I'm going to mark all my photos. And let me tell you that many years ago, when I started scrapbooking, I think like 12 years or more, I started with this format of double layout. So it's not difficult. I don't know why I preferred one layout that double, but anyway, here is when once I have all the pencil marks, I am doing the same again, and I have put the gel medium over through the stencil, and in that way I cover the area. This area will be a little more bigger because I'm going to place 6 photos. And once I cover all this, I'm going to let it dry, and I will start to do the same that I did for my first page. I'm adding color, and this time I have the principal or the first layout near because I am inspired in this page to create the second one. And I will blend all the colors, and I made a mistake here. I'm using, I don't know why I changed the Distress Oxide and I took the Crackled Pistachio instead of the Lucky Clover. And I will realize the mistake later. I just continue blending all the same colors that I use for my first page. And then using here is when I realize, oops, that because I said it looks different. Of course, I use the incorrect color, but never in mixed media you will learn of everything. I think that many of the techniques that I apply, I learned from a mistake. So nothing has to be perfect in mixed media. So I'm happy take the Distress Oxide Lucky Clover and put it over the cracker pistachio. And honestly, it looks a little different, but it's okay. And it really doesn't bother me. Here I'm apply the same technique. I spray water and then I remove the excess of water with a paper towel. Here is when I start to add the cheesecloth and add the photos. This is a lovely group of ladies here. Juju, and this is Liz. Navicha, I think is the name. Oh, I don't remember exactly all the names, but I remember their face. And there is a very lovely group of ladies. They were hungry of learn, and I just love when I am giving a workshop and everybody is completely with a lot of enthusiasm and want to learn a lot. This is the in the center is the group photo, and here is when I add the butterflies and some of the die cuts between the flowers, between the photos. Okay, I cut this from this paper and some of the sentiments, and I'm going to add here between the photos. As you see, I am trying to add a few of elements and embellishment, but I don't want to add too much, because as I told you, the focal point here are the photos. You want to find something to, to complement the photo, but nothing that your eyes get out of the photo to see the embellishments. I hope it makes sense. And I'm adding some hearts, and I'm going to repeat the same, add some art stones and some pearls, and I'm going to do the same that I did in the first one. And I continue using the gel medium, as you see here, as an adhesive. The gel medium is one of these medium that you can use for many things. And now I cover the photos, and I'm adding black paint splatters, just because I have this blast of colors on the background, and the black just like a highlight all these colors. But once I apply the black, I noticed that, I don't know, I want more textures around. So I am using all the colors, all the Distress Oxide inks, and I'm adding paint ink splatters on the background with each of the Distress Oxide inks colors that I use for my page. And that's it. After this, it is gone. It is done. It is gone. It is done. And I just love it. I just, because it is, today this tutorial is not about only paper, it's about the technique. And when I give the workshops, is what I love to teach techniques. And this is, I hope that you enjoy this tutorial. Look, all the close-up and the lovely group of people. I have a lot of fun in Mexico City, beautiful memories with all these girls and boys. And I hope that you enjoy this video tutorial. If you like it, let me know with a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one in a comment below. And here are 2 more videos that maybe you are interested, and I see you soon with other video tutorial. Nos vemos, bye bye.